Alright, let me hit you with something that'll leave you questioning your existence. Imagine this. You're living a pretty dull life, working a boring job, surrounded by consumerism and the endless grind of modern life. Then boom, you meet a guy with a soap-making business. Sounds ridiculous, right? But this isn't just any soap guy. This is Tyler Durden, the man who turns your life upside down, forces you to question everything, and ultimately, makes you realize that you might just be living in the Matrix. Yes, this is Fight Club, but let me tell you something that's going to make your brain explode. You know how they say the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club? Well, guess what? If you haven't seen this movie, I'm about to break that rule for you, and no, I'm not sorry. Fight Club isn't just some movie about dudes punching each other for fun. No. It's a psychological roller coaster that'll make you look at your life and think, am I just another pawn in the system? Or am I actually alive? Now, can you believe that the protagonist, who's just a regular guy fed up with his cubicle life, goes from being a sleep-deprived insomniac to joining a chaotic underground fight club? At first, he just shows up to watch, thinking it's all just a weird little hobby for these angry guys. But no, Tyler Durden, the godlike figure of rebellion, decides that the way to fix all your life's problems is by punching your own face in. Yeah, really? I mean, can you imagine being told that? Hey, if you're feeling a little too trapped by society, just beat the crap out of someone, and then go ahead and beat the crap out of yourself too. Genius, right? But here's where it gets even crazier. The Fight Club escalates. It's no longer just about beating each other up in a dirty basement somewhere. Nope. Tyler and the protagonist, let's call him Jack because that's what he's often referred to as, take things to a whole new level with something called Project Mayhem. Now it's about wreaking havoc on the entire societal structure, trashing everything, and embracing anarchy like it's a Saturday night at a bar. Forget capitalism. Forget the 9 to 5. Tyler's all about chaos, destruction, and making sure you live life by your own rules. It's the kind of energy that makes you want to throw up your middle finger to the world and scream, I do what I want. But here's the twist. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, BM, you realize something mind-blowing. Tyler Durden isn't real. Yep, you read that right. This whole time, you've been following the wild adventures of this cool, reckless anarchist who has all the answers. And then guess what? Plot twist. Tyler is actually just a figment of Jack's imagination. A persona he created because he's so freaking lost in his own miserable existence. Mind equals blown. Now, here's the big question no one ever talks about. How did we not see that coming? Wasn't it all a little too convenient that Tyler was always there, acting like the perfect buddy to our boring, depressed Jack? Isn't it a little suspicious how Tyler was always the one with the brilliant, dangerous plans, and Jack was just there to tag along? That's right, folks. The entire movie was Jack trying to escape from his own miserable, white-collar life by creating a completely separate identity. A chaotic, anarchist version of himself who could do all the things he couldn't. The moment that revelation hits, you realize you've been living in an elaborate dream, and now you're wide awake, ready to tear everything apart. But here's the thing. Fight Club is about more than just Tyler's insane ideas or Jack's downward spiral. It's about self-destruction, literally and figuratively. It's about breaking free from the chains of societal expectations and taking back control. Yes, it's brutal. Yes, it's insane. But isn't it also liberating? It forces you to ask yourself, am I really living, or am I just a cog in the machine? But before you get all philosophical on me, let's talk about the hilarious, downright ridiculous moments that make this movie unforgettable. Like when Jack, desperate for some kind of human connection, hooks up with Marla, Tyler's on again, off again love interest. And it's not just some sweet romance. Oh no, it's messy. It's awkward. It's absolutely insane. They have the most dysfunctional, yet strangely entertaining, relationship ever. It's like watching two people who have zero idea what they're doing, but they're kind of in it together. And Marla, she's not some damsel in distress. Nope. She's a total mess herself. She's just as lost and broken as Jack, but at least she knows how to roll with it. She's not afraid to call out Jack for his idiocy and weird obsessions, and that's what makes her perfect for him. A perfect mess. Then there's the Fight Club itself. The first time you see a bunch of guys beating each other senseless for no reason other than sheer catharsis, It's hilarious in a completely twisted way. You're thinking, what the hell am I watching? And somehow it makes perfect sense. The more you watch these guys throw punches in the name of freedom, the more you're like, yeah, I guess I could go for that. Fight Club takes all the violence in movies and flips it on its head, turning it into this darkly funny commentary on masculinity, identity, and the utter pointlessness of modern life. Can you even imagine a world where fighting for your life literally becomes the norm? But let's be real here. Fight Club doesn't end in some grand, redemptive moment. It doesn't hand you a happy ever after, and it doesn't tie everything up neatly. The ending is pure chaos. The final act is a gut punch, literally and figuratively. Tyler is gone. Jack is left to clean up his own mess, and the world? Well, it's still just as messed up as it was when the movie started. And that's what makes Fight Club one of the most iconic films of all time. It's a story of chaos, self-destruction, and finding freedom in the most twisted ways possible. It forces you to take a hard look at the world, your own identity, and maybe even your own destructive habits. It's funny, it's intense, and it will definitely leave you questioning your reality long after the credits roll. So, what's the real takeaway from Fight Club? Life is messy. People are messed up. And maybe, just maybe, the best thing you can do is break everything down. Rebuild yourself and start living on your own terms. Or, just join a fight club and punch some dudes in a basement. Your choice.